Have you ever wondered why a narcissist seems desperate to keep you close, even after hurting you over and over again? Why they chase you when you leave, ignore your boundaries, or suddenly return just when you begin to heal? Carl Jung offered an idea that helps explain this mystery. He believed that people are often drawn not to who you truly are, but to what you unconsciously represent for them. And for a narcissist, you may become far more than a partner, a friend, or a family member. You become a mirror they cannot live without. In this video, you'll discover why narcissists become emotionally dependent on the people they try to control, what they are really seeking beneath the manipulation, and why your freedom forces them to confront something they have spent their entire lives avoiding. Once you understand this hidden dynamic, you'll never see narcissistic relationships the same way again. This is where most people misunderstand the narcissist's attachment. They believe the narcissist is obsessed with them as a person. But from a Jungian perspective, the obsession is often directed toward the psychological function you serve. Carl Jung described how people project unconscious parts of themselves onto others. Instead of facing their own fears, emptiness, or insecurities, they unconsciously assign those qualities to someone else. The narcissist does this constantly. When they meet someone empathic, emotionally available, and capable of genuine love, they don't simply see a partner. They see someone who can carry the emotional weight they refuse to acknowledge within themselves. Your admiration becomes their confidence. Your forgiveness becomes their escape from guilt. Your attention becomes proof that they are worthy. Little by little, they stop relating to you as an independent human being and begin relating to you as a psychological resource. That is why leaving a narcissist is so devastating for them. They are not just losing a relationship, they are losing the mirror that protected them from confronting the parts of themselves they fear the most. Jung believed that every person carries a shadow, the hidden side of the personality made up of fears, shame, unmet needs, and rejected emotions. The healthier a person becomes, the more willing they are to recognize this hidden side instead of denying it. The narcissist chooses a different path. Rather than facing the shadow, they build a grand image of superiority. They convince themselves they are stronger, smarter, more successful, or more deserving than everyone else. But this image is fragile because it depends on constant validation from the outside. This is where you become essential. As long as you admire them, forgive them, chase them, or seek their approval, the illusion survives. But the moment you stop feeding that illusion, cracks begin to appear. Your independence becomes unbearable because it forces them to experience emotions they have spent years escaping: inadequacy, rejection, vulnerability, and shame. From a Jungian perspective, this explains why narcissists often react with rage, manipulation, or desperate attempts to pull you back. They are not simply trying to recover a relationship, they are trying to silence the shadow that your absence has awakened within them. If a narcissist truly believed they were superior, they wouldn't need to control anyone. Think about that for a moment. People who are genuinely secure don't need constant admiration. They don't panic when someone walks away. They don't spend months trying to prove their worth through manipulation. A narcissist does, because control is not a sign of confidence, it's a symptom of fear. Carl Jung believed that the more disconnected we become from our authentic self, the more desperately we try to control the outside world. For the narcissist, controlling you becomes a way of avoiding themselves. As long as they can influence your emotions, your decisions, your attention, they never have to confront the emptiness within. This is why they often alternate between affection and cruelty. One day they idealize you, the next day they devalue you, then they return as if nothing happened. These sudden shifts are not random. They are attempts to keep you emotionally off balance, ensuring that your focus remains on them instead of yourself. But the moment you stop seeking their approval, something unexpected happens. The balance of power changes. Your silence becomes stronger than their words. Your indifference becomes stronger than their manipulation. And for the first time, the narcissist is forced to experience what they spent years making you feel, the fear of losing control. The turning point doesn't happen when the narcissist changes, it happens when you do. Jung believed that psychological growth begins when we stop looking for answers outside ourselves and start confronting our own unconscious patterns. In narcissistic relationships, this often means recognizing why you stayed, why you tolerated the manipulation, and why their approval once felt so important. As your awareness grows, something remarkable happens. You stop reacting the way they expect. Their guilt no longer controls you. Their compliments no longer intoxicate you. Their silence no longer terrifies you. This is the moment the narcissist realizes something is different, not because you've become colder, but because you've become whole. The emotional hooks that once kept you trapped begin to disappear, and without those hooks, the narcissist loses the ability to predict your reactions or control your decisions. For the first time, they are facing someone who cannot be manipulated by fear, guilt, or false promises. And that is one of the most threatening experiences a narcissist can have. Carl Jung once wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Few relationships reveal this truth more clearly than one with a narcissist. Many people believe their greatest victory is watching the narcissist suffer. But Jung would argue that the real victory is something much deeper. It is reaching the point where their choices no longer define your emotional world. When you stop trying to change them, when you stop searching for the apology that may never come, when you stop needing them to understand what they did, you recover something far more valuable than the relationship itself. You recover yourself. And in that moment, the narcissist loses the one thing they always depended on, your unconscious participation in the game. Because once you become aware of the pattern can no longer control you. That is the beginning of real freedom. If this video helped you understand narcissism through Carl Jung's perspective, let me know in the comments. What was the moment you realized the narcissist didn't need your love, they needed your validation? Your experience may help someone else who is still trapped in the same cycle. If you're interested in Jungian psychology, shadow work, emotional healing, and understanding the hidden dynamics behind narcissistic relationships, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. There is much more to uncover. Because the greatest victory is never changing the narcissist. It's finally understanding yourself.